So as I said before, the first sentence is Moses is approaching heaven and earth and saying to them, listen, O heavens, and I will speak, and let the earth hear the words of my mouth. So it's some sort of, I will say, invitation to the heavens and earth to be the witnesses for everything that the Hebrew nation is going to do in the next coming future, since Moses 3,500 years ago till today. Now, it's not only that, we need to understand that in the Hebrew nation, there are all kind of witnesses. One of the witnesses that we have, those are witnesses that not only usually witnesses seeing things, okay? When someone have, I will say, some sort of a car accident or something like that. So we're looking for witnesses who saw what happened. But those witnesses are not part of the situation. They didn't do the accident. They just saw the accident, okay? Those witnesses of something evil that happened or something good that happened, usually they are outside observing this issue that happened without them. In the Hebrew nation, there are also, in certain cases, the witnesses are part of the issue itself, of what's happening. Okay, for example, when a couple is getting married, so we have two witnesses that they are part of the connection between the husband and the wife. They are doing this connection to be powerful. It's part of the issue itself. Without the witnesses, it's like doing half an act of the kiddushin, of being together. Now, the first thing that we are learning here in this issue, that Moses is taking heaven and earth and asking the heaven and earth be part of us, is that to understand that those heaven and earth are taking, I will say, responsibility to be part of this issue, being part of this situation. And this is another thing that Moses is asking heaven and earth. He's telling them, listen, when the Hebrew nation will work correctly with God, give them in the Holy Land enough rain from the heaven, enough food that will grow up from the earth, so they will be able to stay in this land. But if the Hebrew nation won't work correctly, so please, heaven, stop giving them rain. The earth will stop giving them food, and that's it. They will be forced to go out from this country to an exile. And this is what happened. So those witnesses are much more part of this, I will say, issue. Those two are, I will say, giving the understanding of organizing the right thing. If the Israel nation will react normally, they will manage to get rain and food. And if they won't react normally, they won't have any rain and any food. Now, we were already in few countries in the last year, and we saw there are countries that they have a lot of rain, a lot of water. Okay, and it's not something that connected to the moral behavior of the people in this country. And this is something very unique to the Hebrew nation, to the Holy Land. The rain is connected, or the living is connected. Rain is water, water is living, is life. The life is connected to the moral behavior of the Jewish nation. And this is a second level why Moses is asking the heaven and earth to be part of this testimony, to this issue. Oh, heavens, listen to what I have to speak. Earth also, hear to what I have to speak. Because both of you, heaven and earth, are going to be part of this, I will say, organization. And the main issue here to understand, the second level of understanding, that the behavior of the nature is connected, is related to the behavior of the morality of the Hebrew nation. Today, after we went all of this history in the Hebrew nation, so we really saw that it's working like that. Now, the Oral Testament that we have also an Oral Testament, not only a written testament, is really saying it loud and clear. There are 7 reasons why there is not enough food in the Hebrew nation, because people are not donating to those who are poor, because people are not giving this masot, all sorts of issues that are related to moral behavior. And the moral behavior is reflecting in the Hebrew nation, in the Holy Land, the nature, how to react. It's not like when you go to Switzerland or you go to Lithuania or you go to other places where water is there. If it doesn't matter if there will be no rain for the next coming 3 months, or there will be more rain, they have water. In the Hebrew nation, in the Holy Land, everything is related to the moral behavior of the Hebrew nation.